The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and/or future. And tonight's championship football game is presented exclusively by DigitalDice.com, the best podcast on the web for your sports simulations and replay needs. Find us today on iTunes, Spotify, Spreaker, and wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And so the road finally has reached Pasadena. We started this replay and stopped and started and switched computers and all that around Labor Day. And because of a database failure and moving things to Sundays for the last 9 weeks, we finally have reached the end of the road. We are in the Rose Bowl on a 58-degree evening or late afternoon. The wind is at 6 miles an hour. Neil Diamond has sung the national anthem, and it's time to play some football. The New England Patriots are the first AFC team since the 78-79 Steelers to repeat as conference champions. They won the AFC East, and then in a game that shall be forgotten forever, they survived Kansas City in the divisional game and then stomped all over the Seattle Seahawks in the conference championship game. Both games in Foxborough. So they have won 5 straight AFC playoff games. If they are to get past the block they ran into last year, they got to run the ball reasonably well, and Tony Eason gets another bite of the cherry. He's got to have a massive day. The good news is they have Irving Fryer, they have Stanley Morgan. Their wide receivers are magnificent. So the Patriots can throw the football, and their defense isn't bad either, and they have pretty much everybody healthy. Speaking of healthy, Craig James, who missed the playoff games against Kansas City and Seattle, is back in the lineup. He was questionable, but he will start at running back tonight for the Patriots, and they will get the ball first when we get started. If they win this game tonight, historically this is their first ever championship. They have won 3. They've been now won twice in the AFC Championship game. Last year, Miami was a stumbling block. Now the Super Bowl is their stumbling block. For San Francisco, this would be their 3rd championship overall since the 1981 season. The 49ers took care of business. They took care of the Minnesota Vikings. Well, they went 13-3. Let's start with that. And the NFC West, best record in the conference. They took care of the Minnesota Vikings in the NFC divisional game and then held on to beat the Chicago Bears in the NFC Championship game, 24-21. They'll be always forever grateful at Candlestick that Kevin Butler missed a 38-yard field goal with under 3 minutes to go, or else the game would have been tied. Joe Montana has been injured most of the year, but he was there when it counted in the playoffs. He was the MVP of the NFC Championship game and hopes to continue that. Roger Craig and Tom Rathman are both healthy, and Wendell Tyler is there to get a few carries as well. No real injuries for either team on this beautiful night at the Rose Bowl. So, San Francisco looking for their 2nd championship in 3 years. The Patriots trying to win their first. Who will win the NFL championship for 1986? Are you ready? Let's play some football. And so a live look at the floor of the Rose Bowl. San Francisco in white, gold helmets, red numbers, gold pants. Ray Wersching with the ball on the 35. He's going to kick it. San Francisco will be going from left to right. You can see from the end zone which end zone they will head to. And the Patriots, technically the home team, and the red jerseys, white helmets, and white numbers with the stripes along the shoulders. And so 2 weeks of chatter and all that, and what will the Patriots do different this year? Get your predictions in It's time to play some football. DC, how are you? Lorenzo says hello. He remembered Michigan Man. Whatever happened to Atlanta or Dallas or whoever? Well, Lorenzo isn't going to like no matter what we do here. Just hope it's a good football game. So here we go. Wershing with the ball in the 35. Starring back deep. Fryer and Jones are at the 15. And the championship game for 86 is underway. Starring from the goal line. 10, 20. He is hit by Shell at the 29. We are playing on natural grass here at the Rose Bowl. Tony Eason is your quarterback. He's had a magnificent year and really has bounced back from his rough Super Bowl. The Patriots really do have a chance in this one tonight. The starting wide receivers, Irving Fryer is your split end. And Stanley Morgan, the primary receiver, is your flanker. He's at the near side. Greg Batty, who had a couple touchdown catches against Seattle, is the tight end. Craig James is wearing a flak jacket. He hurt his ribs. He missed the first two playoff games. We thought he was questionable for tonight. He is in the ball game. And Tony Collins, a good receiver out of the backfield, is the primary running back. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Irving Fryer on a medium slant. Collins under center. Throws. Fryer's got it. 1st down. A gain of 17 against Seattle in the conference championship game. Eason went 25 of 33 for 377 yards and 5 scores. If he's anywhere close to that tonight, the Patriots will win their first championship. Dave Gardner designed the field. He and George Toma have been working on it since the end of the 87 Rose Bowl. And so you can see what the end zone is, where the teams are headed. So the winning score will be in that end zone. 1st and 10. Let's meet the Patriot line. Bob Holloway, the left tackle. Ron Wooten, the left guard. Pete Brock is your center. Paul Fairchild, the right guard. And Darrell Haley, or Halley, is the right tackle. Everybody's healthy. 1st and 10. Trap right for Tony Collins from the 46. He tries to cut to the right. It's a gain of 3. And it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Patriots from their own 49. Let's meet the 49er defense. They'll play a 3-4. Dwayne Board, the left defensive end. Michael Carter, the nose tackle. And Jeff Stover, the right end. The linebackers, Milt McCall, the left outside linebacker. Ricky Ellison, the left inside linebacker. Jim Farnhorst, the right inside linebacker. And Keena Turner, the right outside linebacker. The corners, Don Griffin, he is on Irving Fryer. And Tim McKyer is on Stanley Morgan. McKyer did have 6 real-life interceptions. The safeties, 1 Ronnie Lott. He should have a big part of tonight's game. He's a strong safety. And Carlton Williamson is the free safety. 2nd and 7. Sweep right for Craig James. He goes to the far sideline. Around midfield. McCall makes a tackle, a gain of 7. And it's 1st and 10. So James, his first postseason carry, nets him 7. And it's 1st and 10 for the Patriots. At the San Francisco 44. Collins, short pass in the flat, far side, incomplete. So this team pretty much has been here before. 2nd and 10. And I think in conditions a lot more favorable than what they faced last year in New Orleans. Craig James, fullback dive, 2nd and 10. He moves it to the 41. That's a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 7 from the 41. Farnhorst with the tackle. They'll stay 2 wide. Stanley Morgan. Medium cross. Eason under center. He waits. Morgan runs his route. First down. Caught inside the 25. And McKyer brings him down at the 21. So another first down for the Patriots. That's their 3rd. And it's 1st and 10 from the 21 of San Francisco. So good opening drive for the Patriots. Eason wants to go to the air again. Short cross to the tight end, Batty. Has it, throws. Batty, first down inside the 5, and Lott will make the tackle on the 2. So the Patriots are matriculating the ball down the field. 7 plays, 69 yards, and it's 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. 2 tight end set now. Hawthorne joins Batty, and Tutupu in the backfield with Tony Collins. And that's not what the 49ers expected when this game started. Collins. Fullback dive. Handoff from Eason, and that's 6 points. The Patriots score on the first drive of the championship. 8 plays, 71 yards, and this heavily pro-Patriot crowd has something to cheer about. Here it is again. Collins just got the big block, and he just got in for the 6. So the Patriots, Tony Franklin, his tootsie's on this plush rug of green grass for the extra point. Straight, true, and good. And so with 10:54 to go in the first quarter, San Francisco's going to work from behind. It's 7-0 New England. And that's how you do it. 71 yards. So Crawford back at the 8-yard line for San Francisco. Monroe and Griffin on the 15. And Tony Franklin will kick it off. And 3 yards deep, San Francisco will return. Crawford to the 5, 10. The ball is loose. It is picked up by Williams, and Colley will bring it out. San Francisco will hang on. And so a little bit of nerves for the 49ers as they start this championship game, the 21st merger championship game from their own 9-yard line. First, here's the fumble. It was picked up easily by Austin Collie. He tried to return it, but you can't advance an offensive fumble. Joe Montana, who had a massive game against the Bears last week, is your quarterback. Roger Craig, who ran for 800 regular season yards and 81 catches, he's your primary back. Tom Rathman will split the fullback with Joe Cribbs. Jerry Rice, in his second year out of Mississippi State, 86 catches and actually threw a pass. Wow. He's your one wide receiver. Dwight Clark, your split end, is the other wide receiver. And Russ Francis, who's got ties to New England, is your tight end. Craig, fullback dive from the 9. Handoff from Montana. He's across the 10. And he's hit by Andre Tippett for a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 from the 11-yard line. No injuries for San Francisco. On the line, Keith Farnhorst is your left tackle. Randy Cross, the best of the bunch. He's the left guard. Fred Quillen is your center. Bruce Collie is your right guard. Bubba Paris is your right tackle. 2nd down and 8. Medium slanted Dwight Clark. Montana's first pass of the game is caught by Clark, and he's hit by Ronnie Lepet for a 19-yard gain. So 1st and 10, And San Francisco's already at their own 30-yard line. Let's meet the Patriot defense. They play a 3-4. Garen Varus is your left end. Toby Williams, your nose tackle. Brent Williams is your right end. The linebackers, Andre Tippett, the left outside linebacker. Larry McGrew, the left inside linebacker. Steve Nelson, the right inside linebacker. Don Blackman, the right outside linebacker. The Patriots, by the way, are technically the home team. The corners, Raymond Claiborne is on the left. He is on Jerry Rice. Watch that matchup. And Ronnie Lepet is on Dwight Clark. And we can tell you that Game 6 of the Summit Series is already underway in Moscow. If you hear strange music, that's the interruptions. The corners, Roland James is your free safety. And Fred Marion, who's on Russ Francis, is your strong safety. 1st and 10. Trap right for Tom Rathman from the 30. 35, and Claiborne will make the tackle to 38. A gain of 8. And so if there's an advantage on offense for San Francisco, they can run the football. The Patriots did well on their first drive, but need to keep that up. 2nd down and 2. Well, flat pass to Craig on the near side. Montana finds him. 35, 1st down across the 40. Blackman with a tackle at the 48.
Holding offense.
But a holding call on Farnhorst will bring that all back. And it will be 2nd and 12 from the San Francisco 28. 8:26 to go, first quarter. Montana not fazed by that. Rathman off tackle left to the far side over to the 30. Roland James with the tackle at the 32. And it's 3rd down and 8 from the San Francisco 32. Apparently we're going to get some Russian First Division 2020 Football Manager football, too. Scorpion Bowls. That's the big deal, Scorpion Bowls. So 3rd and 8. Medium cross to Jerry Rice is the call. Montana under center, waits, throws. Rice has it, a 1st down. Claiborne makes the tackle after a gain of 10. So 1st and 10 from the San Francisco 42. It's a custom field. I don't know why the Patriots got home field. San Francisco technically had the better record. They went 13-3. And so the end zone logo, the logo you see is what team is driving in that direction. 1st and 10 for the 49ers. Medium fly to Jerry Rice. Montana throwing on 1st down under center. He goes to Russ Francis, and that's incomplete. So 2nd and 10, 6:55 to go. Patriots scored on their first drive, and San Francisco 6 plays and 33 yards for 348. 2nd and 10. Off tackle right for Craig. Tries to find a hole, hit by Raymond Claiborne at the 45, and it'll be 3rd and 7. My wife is dropping things in the shower. Hopefully she's okay. So Roger Craig stays in the game. San Francisco goes 3 wide. Mike Wilson joins Jerry Rice at the top of your screen. Clark on the bottom. Montana out of the gun. Medium out to Jerry Rice. Montana waits all day. Throws, intercepted by New England. Larry McGrew returns it for a 25-yard gain. And the flag is on San Francisco. So how about that? So it's declined. The interception is there. The Russians are blocking our updates because we're hearing from third-party sources that Team Canada leads 2-0 in the first period. So never mind the penalty on Paris. Larry McGrew is third pick of the postseason. And here it is again. McGrew got a good block, and they have it at the San Francisco 37. I know it alternated by years, but I could have sworn that the Patriots were the home team in 86, and it never gave me a choice of how I wanted to set it up. So 1st and 10, the Patriots lead 7-0, 6:06 to go. Medium cross. Stanley Morgan, under center's Eason. He throws incomplete. Morgan dove but couldn't get there. They're not in Tony Franklin field goal range right now. Tony Collins, trap left, handoff from Eason. He is hit by Keena Turner at the 35, and that's a gain of 2. So 3rd and 8, 5:55 to go, and now they technically are in a long range for a Franklin field goal. John Lewis, thanks for the sub on YouTube. Greatly appreciated. 3 wide. Collins in the backfield. Jones. Cedric Jones, near side. I did it by conference. So New England technically is home 2 years in a row. Medium slant to Irving Fryer. Eason waits, flips it down to Collins, and Stover batted it down. So that's incomplete, and so the Patriots will go 3 and out. And so Tony Franklin will try the 52-yarder. So it'll be Brock to snap, Mike Ramsey to hold, and Franklin. This is not a gimme, but this would give the Patriots a 10-0 lead here in the first quarter. Here's the kick. It is up. It's drifting left. It was long enough, but it's wide left. So San Francisco takes over on their own 35. 5:03 to go. 7-0 New England. San Francisco was the 1 seed, and the Patriots were the 2. Cleveland was the number 1 seed in the AFC. And so it treated it as two different seeds in one bracket. So 1st and 10, and now maybe San Francisco can settle in from their own 35. Joe Cribbs. Okay, the home team wore the white jersey. The Bears were in white. The Bears were in white in 85. The Patriots were in red. Joe Cribbs. Trap left. 1st and 10. Handoff from Montana. Cribbs over the 40. McGrew at the 41. That's a gain of 6. Wow, Lorenzo going 9 different screens here. He's playing Football Manager, watching us, and watching his buddy in London stream his Football Manager 2020 stream save game. That's awesome. 2nd and 4 for the 49ers. Cribbs on the flat. Far side, Montana finds him. Cribbs gets a first down. McGrew will make the tackle at the 47. That's a gain of 6. That's a neutral field. So 1st and 10 for the 49ers from their own 47. 7-0 New England. Clock running, under 4 to go here in the first quarter. Montana to throw it on 1st down. He is 3 of 5 with an interception. Medium slant to Clark. Montana waits. He throws, and that was tipped by Ronnie Lepet. And that's incomplete. So Montana starts off the championship 3 for 6 for 35 yards. 2nd and 10 for San Francisco. Patriots just kind of trying to get their wits together. They lead 7-0. Off tackle right for Craig. And Andre Tippett got there in a hurry. He makes a tackle. It's a gain of 1, and it's 3rd and 9. So San Francisco will have it 3rd and long. And in the early going, if it means much of anything, the 49ers are 1 for 2. Oh, Washington and Pittsburgh wore white as home teams in their championship games. Oh, well. 3rd and 9. Craig in the backfield. 3 wide receiver set. Montana this time will work out of the gun. It's a fly pattern to Jerry Rice. Patriots in a nickel. Show and blitz. No audible. Montana's going to throw, and that's complete to Rice at the 40. New England went with the show blitz. They doubled Jerry Rice, and Rice made the catch at the 39-yard line of New England. So Raymond Claiborne now has 4 tackles, and San Francisco has it 1st and 10. Rathman back in the game. 2:39, clock running. Craig on a sweep to the far side, turns the corner, but he doesn't get anywhere. Garen Varys made the tackle at the line of scrimmage. A bad block by Rathman, and it's 2nd and 10 for San Francisco. 1:56 to go in the first quarter. Craig a bit tired. 6 plays, 26 yards on the drive. Joe Cribbs comes in for Rathman. Pro set. Trap right. Hand off to Cribbs. He is hit. The ball is loose. Blackman knocked it loose, but Russ Francis covers it up. It's a gain of 2, and it's 3rd and 8. So 7 plays, 28 yards. The Patriots doing a good job knocking the football away. 49ers have turned it over once. Patriots have not. 7-0 New England, 1:50 clock running. 3rd down, and again the 49ers go 3 wide. Derek Harmon now in the backfield. He'll block. Montana out of the gun. Medium hitch. Dwight Clark. Montana waits, throws, caught by Clark, and Ronnie Lepet will make the tackle after a gain of 16. 1st and 10 San Francisco on the Patriot 21. 8 plays, 44 yards. Montana now 5 of 8 for 64. So Craig and Cribbs. Craig got a little bit of Gatorade on that play. Craig and Cribbs in the backfield. Single tight end set. Montana barks the signals. Cribbs. Off tackle right from the 21. Flag is down. Thomas makes the hit at the 18.
Holding offense number 51,
and that's on Randy Cross.
penalty.
And so the Patriots will back San Francisco up to their 31 with 23 seconds to go. Montana looks over to Bill Walsh on the sideline. 1st and 20, draw play to Craig. And off, Craig goes up the middle, over the 20-yard line. What a play. That's a gain of 12. Roger Craig at the end of the first quarter makes it 2nd and 8. Got the big block, and that will be the end of the first 15 minutes. 45 minutes to go here in Pasadena. The Patriots 7, the 49ers nothing. This is the NFL Championship game for 1986 on Retro Sports Network, presented by DigitalDice.com. And before I take the drink, the only scoring in the opening period was a 2-yard run by Tony Collins. And that was it. Net yards 102 for San Francisco, 73 for the Patriots. Time of possession 9:51 for San Francisco and 5:09 for New England. And Montana, that quarterback rating 47-9, but the 49ers are going for the tying score. Drink time back in a sec. I would have to look, but now when the 49ers played the Bengals, the first time a team ended on the same field they started the season. Did San Francisco open in Detroit in the 81 season or in Miami in 88? Inquiring minds want to know. And yep, Amazon delivers on Sunday. I got my Gatorade. And that was that beep. So first and 10, or second and 8 as we start the second quarter. Win now behind Joe Montana. Going from left to right here at the Rose Bowl. Cribbs. Trap left. Hand off from Montana, and Nelson will stack him up at the 17 for a gain of 2. So which was it, 81 or 88? So 3rd and 6 for San Francisco. The Patriots trying to slam the barn door again. This time he's looking at Russ Francis, and he wants him on a medium cross. 3rd and 6. Montana under center. Throws. He goes to Jerry Rice, and Jerry Rice has scored. All right, at Detroit, so 81. So Jerry Rice makes it 7-6. And our field mics are in the wrong part of the field because you picked up booze. So here's how San Francisco tied the game. Montana went to a second read. Rice picked it up and scored. So 11 plays, 65 yards, and 5:53 off the clock. Ray Wersching's extra point is good. And so 14:10 to go in the first half. It's San Francisco 7, New England 7. And so Stephen Starring stands on as 8, Fryer and Jones the Upman. Starring, by the way, in the real season averaged 22.3 yards a return. So this championship game is already better than most of the ones in the 80s. It's not a blowout. And we're tied at 7. Wersching will boot it 7 yards deep, and Tony Eason and company take it out at the 20-yard line. Tony Collins, short pass in the flat, far side, has it at the 15, across the 20. Farnhorst makes a tackle at the 29, and that's a gain of 9. So 2nd and 1. Eason 4-7 for 65. Again, a smuggled-in note here from Moscow. After one period in Game 5, or Game 6 in Moscow, it's 4-1 Canada. When they tried in the truck to get a hold of our contact in Moscow, they said the game hadn't started yet, which is obviously not true. 4-1 after 1. 2nd and 1. James, fullback dive for the first down, and nope. Michael Carter read that one all the way. They keyed James, and it's now 3rd and 2. So 13:25 clock running. True story, because I looked it up. CBS televised this Super Bowl. And you want to guess how much a 30-second ad went after the 1986 season? 3rd down and 2. Collins will try trap left. Handoff from Eason. Gets a big block. He is hit by McCall at the 40, a gain of 12. Bob Holloway, the left tackle, with the big block, and it's 1st and 10 for the Patriots on their own 40. So, a good call. Patriots 7 carries for 28 yards. averaging 4. They do that, they win this championship. Because they can control the football. San Francisco had it almost 10 minutes in the first quarter. The pony. Off tackle left. Hand off from Eason, and Craig is hit by Stover at the gain after a gain of 2. No, certainly more than 50,000. But considering that last year's Super Bowl, it was close to $6 million for 30 seconds. The first Super Bowl might have been 50,000. 2nd and 8. Patriots just trying to take some starch out of the sails of San Francisco. Medium slant to Stanley Morgan. San Francisco shows blitz. Eason will not audible. He rolls around. He throws. Morgan has it at the 36. Tim McKyer with the play. It's a gain of 22, spotted at the San Francisco 36. Nope, $3 million is way too high. It's like I'm playing the clock game here and the price is right. 1st and 10 for the Patriots on their San Francisco 36. Eason opening up 5 for 8 for 87. Collins will try a sweep to the right. Can he get around the corner? He does a little bit. Hit by McCall at 32. And that's a gain of 4. Still too high at $1.5 million. Under 10 to go on the next snap. The clock is running. So the Patriots have done a decent job running the football. And it would be a coin flip for a field goal if the Patriots can't move it any further. 54%. Patriots are going into the wind. Well, we'll give you that one, Robbie. $600,000 was the actual price. Fryer on a medium slant. Eason waits. He throws. He checks it down to a running back. That is Craig James, and that's a gain of 6. And it's 1st and 10. So James, 1 catch, 6 yards, and Keena Turner with a tackle. 7-7. 9:40. Clock running. Here in the 1986 Professional Football Championship. A super game, if you will. Played in a bowl. The Rose Bowl. 1st and 10. Eason. Medium slant to Stanley Morgan. Under center, he throws. Morgan dropped it. It went right through his hands. He would have had it 1st down. He would have been about the 10-yard line. Nope. You need to be within 50,000. No showcases for you. Plus, it was also your 3rd guess. So, 2nd and 10 from the San Francisco 26. Raymond Berry kind of beside himself on the sideline there. James off tackle left, near side. Flag is down. Turner with a tackle.
Encroachment.
But
Defense.
San Francisco made contact. Michael Carter.
Penalty.
And so it'll be 2nd and 5 from the 21. 8:50, clock stopped. James wants a breather. Bozie Tutupu is in the football game. 2nd and 5 for the Patriots from the San Francisco 21. Collins in the flat, far side. Eason throws. Carlton Williamson read Eason's eyes, got a hand on it, and deflected it. They doubled Stanley Morgan, and it'll be 3rd and 5. And if they were to try a field goal from 38 yards, Tony Franklin would have a good chance of making it. 3rd down. He looks to Batty. Short slant to the tight end. Eason Going to another read. It's going to Tutupu, and Tutupu got the 5 yards he needed. So 1st and 10 from the 49ers 16. And the Patriots are doing all they can. This has been a very competitive first half. 11 plays, 64 yards, and 5.5 off the clock. James back in the game with Collins. Eason wants to go in the end zone. Medium cross to Irving Fryer on 1st and 10. Fryer runs his route. Fryer has it. He won't get 6, but he's hit by Griffin. 1st and goal from the San Francisco 1. And so the Patriots in the postseason have had it in the red zone 10 times. They've scored 9. 5 touchdowns and 4 field goals. 2 tight end set. Collins and Tutupu. Batty and Hawthorne. Eason from the 1. Gonna try to sneak it. And Eason didn't like what he saw, and we'll call time. 7:19 to go, first half. Long pass. There you go. And so Eason and Barry converge. Raymond says, just relax. You're doing great. You're doing everything I've told you to do. Let's just punch this one in. Eason feels a bit better. Gonna try and sneak. Waits for the C's to part, and he scores. Tony Eason has given the Patriots a 13-7 lead. Took his chances, got in behind his center, and made it happen. So, 13 plays, 80 yards, and 6:56 off the clock. Tony Franklin's extra point is good, and it's New England 14, San Francisco 7. So Don Crawford stands on his 8. Monroe and Griffin ready to return. Franklin kicks it. Crawford near side goal line to the 10, and he's hit by Rembert at the 12. So Montana and company start deep in their own half of the field with the sun setting over the Rose Bowl. 7:02 to go in the half. 14-7 New England. Trap left for Craig. Handoff from Montana. Stood up by Fred Marion at the 14. And that's a gain of 2. And now the state of California is quite nervous. The Patriots have already outdone what they did last year against the Bears in New Orleans. Clark. Medium slant. Montana back to pass on 2nd and 8. And there's a flag down. Raymond Claiborne thought this was a middle school dance.
Defense, number 26, automatic.
And the first flag against the Patriots gives San Francisco 1st and 10. So spot it at the 49er 26. Rathman on a flat far side. Montana leads him astray. 2nd down. Joe 6 for 10 here in the first half for 81 yards. The brain, Bill Walsh, pacing the sidelines for San Francisco. Looks to Craig on a sweep to the right. They ignore the blitz. No audible. Craig hit over the 30. Claiborne with a tackle to 33. And that's a gain of 7. Phyllis George, by the way, you remember Phyllis, on the NFL Today, not televised by Retro Sports Network, had a very fine piece on a young man from Northern California. He turns 10 this year in August, or 11, I think it was. Kid by the name of Tom Brady. Big Joe Montana fan, but something tells me in his future he could be very interested in what happens not only in Michigan, but with the New England Patriots. Just some sort of intuition there. Anyway, he's here at the game. And as we pan down to the 49er end zone, if you look, there he is, right there. Looking awful cute behind that goalpost and just kind of giving that camera a big old smile. 3rd down and 3. And I got to give Dave Gardner credit for that, because he's the one that said, you got to mention Brady in the game. So Montana, short slant, Russ Francis, under center. He waits, he's going to scramble, and he should have it. He does. It's a gain of 4. 1st and 10, 5:14 to go. Gardner, being Dave Gardner, is checking out Tom Brady's sisters. Did he actually have any? 1st and 10, San Francisco on their own 37. He'll try again to Francis. This time on a short cross. Montana has time, but Williams swatted that down, and it's 2nd and 10. So Montana 6 of 11 for 81. Rathman. Fullback dive from the 37. A block over the 40. McGrew, a gain of 7. And it's 3rd and 3. Makes it much more manageable for the 49ers. 4.5 to go. Clock running. Ball on the San Francisco 44. Clark. Medium hitch, far side. That's the call. Montana's going to scramble inside the Patriot 40. Man, did he find a seam in a hurry. Fred Quillen, the center, made the big block, and Montana just trucked it through like he was driving a Peterbilt and got himself a 17-yard gain. Brady went 20-5 as a starter at Michigan. I would kill to have a starter at Michigan go 20-5. So 1st and 10, Montana doing it once by air and 2 by land. 1st and 10 from the Patriot 39. Rice on the jet sweep. Here we go. Rice to the near sideline, and he cannot find a seam. Fred Marion shut that down for a loss of 7. And so Rice not very happy. Trickeration didn't work. 2nd and 17, Fred Marion with a tackle. San Francisco, in their 2 wins, has averaged 395 yards a game. And the defense has given up 256. Tonight, they have 151 yards net. The Patriots 148. Yes, that would have been the new Brady Bunch. And if Giselle was there, it would have been the Brady Bunch Zenzen, whatever. I just harassed that one wrong. Joe Cribbs comes in for Rathman, 2nd and 17. Craig on the screen. Montana waits. He throws incomplete. So Joe has only completed 50% of his passes. Craig in the game. They go 3 wide. Out of the gun. Wilson is the 3rd receiver. He's up with Rice. Clark down by himself on the near side. Medium fly to Clark. Montana to Clark. That is caught, but it's only a gain of 15. He threw a strike to Dwight, but they're going to be 2 yards short. And they're going to try to kick from here. So this would be from 48. 225. They're not going to go. And Ray Wersching is going to get this one off before the 2-minute warning. So Morosky, the 3rd-string quarterback, will hold. Quillen will snap it. Wersching to make it a 4-point game. It's straight, true, and good. And at the 2-minute warning, it's New England 14, San Francisco 10. So starring back to return, San Francisco will get the football to start the second half. But the Patriots have erased the memory of what happened last year against the Bears. And the 49ers, for the first time in a while, are going to play from behind. Starring on his 8. 3 yards deep. Patriots will return. Wersching to Starring to the 10. And he's hit at the 12 by Jim Stuckey. So 152. The Patriots have 2 timeouts. And the football in a 4-point lead. Got to be careful. You don't want to turn it over down here. Medium slant to Irving Fryar. Eason is going to get picked. Eason throws, intercepted, 20, touchdown. Tim McKyer picked it off and scored. He has pulled a Jack Squirek, and the 49ers have gone ahead. And the magnification of that mistake will be felt from coast to coast. McKyer just sat there and read his eyes and grabbed it at the 20. He had all sorts of green, and now it's 16-14. And San Francisco, here's the extra point from Wersching. With 1:46 to go, the Patriots will start again, but this time they trail for the first time in the championship. San Francisco 17, New England 14. Wersching to Starring at the goal line, and again he's hit by Tom Cousineau at the 13. That changes the complexion of pretty much everything. And Dave Gardner's already unsubbed. Fryar. Medium slant. This time Eason waits. He throws, and that is checked down to James, and he turned before he had it in his hands. And that should be enough to tell Raymond Berry, stop throwing the football. James on a dive. Hand off from the 13. He's hit by Feinhorst at the 15, a gain of 2. San Francisco calls time, 3rd and 8. They go 3 wide from down here. Jones, the 3rd receiver. He's down with Morgan. Fryar up top by himself. They look to Fryar on a medium slant. Eason, flag is down. Throw is incomplete. Griffin got in front of it.
Offsides. Defense. Number 72.
But Stover is offside, and so we'll go 3rd and 3. From the 20, Keith Stover, the right defensive end. So again, they'll go 3 wide on 3rd down. Little trickeration here. Irving Fryar cuts to the near side. He will not get a first down. No gain. And San Francisco will let the clock run. So the Patriots will bring out their first time they've punted. Camarillo will punt it deep into the wind with Griffin to return. And San Francisco, if they should choose, should have about 30 seconds to do something with it. Camarillo, not pressure, gets it away. Griffin will call for the fair catch at the 32. And with 31 seconds to go, I imagine Montana is just going to take a knee. So a victory formation, and that should be the end of the first half. It is, with the score, San Francisco 17, New England 14. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Well, in the 80s, you would have taken the Super Bowl in an absolute moment. Scoring in the second quarter, Montana to Rice to make it 7-7. Finished off their drive to end the first quarter. Tony Eason on a quarterback sneak made it 14-7 New England. And then San Francisco got a field goal from Ray Wersching to top a 12-play, 57-yard drive to make it 14-10. And then Tim McKyer intercepted the first play from scrimmage right after to make it 17-14. New England did a better job trying to at least have some time of possession. San Francisco favored 16-28 to 13-32. First downs 11-9 in favor of New England. Yardage 165 for the 49ers, 150 for New England. After two, another smuggled in note from Moscow. It's 6-2. For Canada, they hope to go up 4-2 in that series. So neither quarterback is covering themselves in clover. But it's a good game, and the 49ers get the ball first. Crawford from his 8. Hope you enjoyed it was the Beach Boys at the half, and they sang all their hits. And the smoke is cleared, and the sun is setting over the San Gabriels, and we invite you to buckle up for the last 30 minutes of this replay. Tony Franklin gets the signal. Crawford back deep from his 8, and he'll take it 1 yard deep. Near side, 10, and he's hit by Nelson at the 11, and that's a gain of 12. So Joe Montana, 7-13 for 96 in the first half, leads the 49ers out. Craig and Rathman are the two running backs. Rice and Clark, the wide receivers. Russ Francis, the tight end. The line. Feinhorst and Paris, the tackles. Cross and Colley, the guards. Quillen is your center. First and 10. Off tackle left, Roger Craig. And he gets into the secondary in a hurry before Roland James makes the tackle after a gain of 11. First and 10 for San Francisco. Defensively for New England, Varys and Williams, the defensive ends. The other Williams is your nose tackle. Tippett and Blackman, the outside linebackers. McGrew and Nelson, the inside linebackers. Thought that was Jan and Dean, Todd. Claiborne and Lepet are your corners. Marion and James are your safeties. First and 10, San Francisco on their own 22. Rathman. Trap right. Handoff from Montana. Stood up by Don Blackman at the 23, a gain of 1. No, you're right. That was the Beach Boys. So 2nd and 9 from the San Francisco 23. Both teams just, need to keep the mistakes at a minimum. That turnover might have been it. And if Lorenzo was still watching, he must be happy because it was Jack Squirek Part 2 that happened to San Francisco at the end of the first half. Francis. Short slant on 2nd and 9. Montana back. Francis has it. First down. A gain of 12. And it's 1st and 10 from the San Francisco 35. I think you're right. I think that was a Beach Boys song, though. They kind of sound the same to me. 1st and 10. Montana. Wonder if he's found where John Candy is in the stands yet. Craig sweep right, near side. Gets nothing as Blackman got around the line and hit Craig for no gain. 2nd and 10 for the 49ers. As we said in the first half, if you see the team logo in the end zone, that's where that team is headed. 2nd down. Short slant. to Francis, the tight end. Montana finds Francis. Fred Marion with an immediate tackle. Gain of 8, 3rd and 2. So Francis, 2 catches for 20 yards. Ball at the San Francisco 43. Opening possession of the second half. Cribbs in for Rathman. Trap left. Montana with a handoff. First down for Cribbs. He got 8. Man, that was a big hole. So 1st and 10 for Montana. Yep, that's right. The John Candy thing was the second one against the Bengals. Going for that drive in Super Bowl 23 that ended on the touchdown catch by John Taylor. And they get in the huddle to start that drive that broke my heart. And Montana, cooler than the other side of Stuart Scott's pillow, looks in the stands and sees John Candy eating some popcorn. And he turns to Jerry Rice and he says, "Jerry, is that John Candy?" Meanwhile, Jerry Rice is trying not to spill his guts on the field. Like, man, how cool are you? 1st and 10 from the Patriot 49. They're going to try it. Rice on a long fly. Montana is going to scramble, and he's going to get a first down. No, he's not. He got the Al Red Sox measurement. So he scrambled. Keith Farnhorst made the big block, but it's 2nd and inches for San Francisco on the Patriot 39. So by the nose of the football, they are short. Craig. Trap left. Handoff from Montana. That's a first down and more. Ronnie Lepet makes the stop at the 32. 1st and 10. So San Francisco, 8 plays, 57 yards. And 5:12 off the clock. The Phyllis George special is on after the football game here on CBS. Phyllis will interview Barbara Walters, Maria Shriver, and Arnold Schwarzenegger tonight after the Super Bowl on CBS. They said that game that Montana, different play on very first down. Bill Walsh's last game as a head coach was that game. And I'm sure as they was going for his 3rd championship that Montana could pretty much do whatever he wanted. Oh yeah, Jimmy the Greek. That's right. Brent Musburger, not included. So the Phyllis George special on CBS tonight after the championship. He looks to Jerry Rice. A long slant. They want the touchdown. He waits. He throws. Rice can't get there. He's doubled. And it's 2nd and 10. So Montana's tried 2 shots at the end zone and didn't get anywhere. Cribbs. Trap left. Handoff from Montana over the 30. And it's a gain of 5. 3rd down and 5. The 60-minute screw is off tonight. They'll be back next week. Mike Wallace will investigate where my hair went. 3rd and 5 for the 49ers from the Patriot 27. Short pass in the flat to Craig. Near side, Montana finds him at the 30. Craig down the sideline. First down inside the 20, and Blackman makes the tackle at the 13. And so that's Craig's first catch of the ball game. And that leaves a very Vermont 8:02 left on the clock. 1st and 10. San Francisco just kind of matriculating the ball down the field, trying to put as much pressure on Tony Eason and the Patriots as they can. Cribbs. Trap left. Handoff from Montana, and he gets it to the 10. And Cribbs is hurt. He jammed his wrist on that plush rug, or plush grass. 6 carries, 27 yards. He'll stay in the game. 2nd and 6. And the 49ers have taken off the clock. Yep. And Andy Rooney next week will ponder the age-old question next week. Paper or plastic? So second down. Craig. Pitch left side from Montana. And he's swallowed whole by Garen Varus at the 13 for a loss of 4. So third and long, 3rd and 10. Montana will stay with 2 wide receivers. He will go out of the gun. Cribbs to block. Medium slant. Jerry Rice. Montana rolls, throws, Rice, touchdown! That's 6. And Jerry Rice has 4 catches for 53 yards and 2 scores. So 14-play drive, 89 yards, and 8:58 off the clock. So here it is again. And now it's your turn, Mr. Eason, to make something happen. And so that interception to end the first half by McKyer looms really large now. Wersching with the extra point. It's good. And so 5:55 to go in the third quarter. San Francisco 24, New England 14. And if there was ever a stand and deliver moment for the New England Patriots, it's right now. Starring back deep from his goal line to the 10. He gets it out to the 18. He took it at the 2. And it'll be 1st and 10, 5:48 to go. So Tony Eason takes a deep breath. He went 8 for 15 in the first half. And when you add up the time of the Beach Boys concert, it's been about an hour since he was here. The final from Moscow, by the way, 9-3 in Game 6. And so Canada leads 4-2 and can clinch the series with a winning Game 7. Collins and James, the running backs. Morgan and Fryer, the wide receivers. Batty, the tight end. Tony Eason, the quarterback. Holloway and Haley, the tackles. Wooten and Fairchild, the guards. And Pete Brock, the center. James, off tackle left. And he's hit by Turner for a gain of 2. Patriots don't need to rush. They just need to score. For the 49ers, Stover and Board, the defensive ends. Carter, the nose tackle. Turner and McCall, the outside linebackers. Farnhorst and Ellison, the inside linebackers. McKyer and Griffin are the corners. Lott and Williamson, the safety. 2nd and 8 from the 20. Collins out of the flat. Far side. Flag is down. Pass is incomplete.
Holding. Offense.
And that's a double whammy because Ron Wooten, the left guard, held. And so it'll be 2nd and 18 for New England on their own 10. Screen to Collins. And Eason is hit by Farnhorst. The ball is loose. Greg Batty got a hand on it. It's not a turnover. And that's a loss of 1. So it's 3rd down and 19. And slowly but surely, the 49ers are starting to take control of this football game. So a long slant to Stanley Morgan. That's the call. Eason is in trouble from his goal line. He better hook it. And he hooks it right in the waiting arms of Holmoe. Tom Holmoe. Deflected by Tim McKyer. And the 49ers take over on the Patriot 31. And so last year the Patriots were undone by the Bears line. This year the Patriots are undone by Tim McKyer. And Joe Montana wants to be a Viper. He'll take over on the Patriot 31, 4:14 to go here in the third. Long slant to Rice. Montana going for the strike. Incomplete. He went to Russ Francis, and Russ wasn't there. 2nd and 10. The Patriot defense needs a stop, and they need it right now. Rathman. Fullback dive out of the pro set over to 30. 25-20. He cut in, he cut out, and he got a gain of 13. Steve Nilsson makes a tackle from the Patriot 18-yard line. Under 4 to go. Wendell Tyler checks in. He missed the first 2 playoff games. Tyler will sweep it near side from the 18. Gets a block. 10-5, and Tippett makes a stop at the 1. So Wendell Tyler, who was the pride of Los Angeles for years, makes his second Super Bowl appearance in the Rose Bowl count. He got a 17-yard gain. How you doing, Kurt Berglund? And so the 49ers are knocking on the door. First and goal from the 1. 2 tight end set. Craig and Cribbs are in the ball game. Roger Craig. Fullback dive. He leaps. He does his OJ, and he scores. So Roger Craig has 12 carries for 42 yards, and it's now 30-14. Joe Montana, his arms were raised as soon as he handed it off. And Ray Wersching will tack on the extra point. There's still time, but the Patriots need something, and they need it right now. 2.5 to go in the third quarter. San Francisco 31, New England 14. Starring is told specifically by Raymond Barry to return this. You can't sit there and get hit at the 12. Patriots can matriculate. Starring from the goal line. 10, 20. That's a decent return. Ferrari with a hit at the 20. It's a gain of 18, and the Patriots are at least out of the shadow of their own end zone. It's not over yet. But Roseanne Barr or Kate Smith or Adele is waiting. First and 10. Medium slant to Morgan. Eason waits. He checks it down to a running back. 40, 50, 40, 30. And Farnhorse saves a touchdown as Tony Collins gets a 58-yard passing run on first and 10. Here it is again. Eason went to a second read. Collins at the 22, and he just ran right down that top hash mark. He tried to cut to the far sideline, cut it back in, and the Patriots are already in scoring range from the San Francisco 22. A field goal here keeps it a game. Craig James. Trap right, first and 10. James runs it to the 19. It's a gain of 3. Second and 7. The Patriots will get the win behind them in the fourth quarter. Eason now 9 of 17 for 171 yards. Medium slant to Irving Fryer. Eason rolls. He goes to Batty, the tight end. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd and 1 from the San Francisco 13. Eason, 45 seconds to go in the quarter. Looks to the sideline. Barry checks in the play. Collins. Short dumper. Far side. Throws. Has it. First down. 5. Touchdown. Tony Collins. And with 10 seconds to go in the quarter, the Patriots wake up and make it 31-20. Tony Collins has made 2 catches on this drive. He now has 3 in the game. He's got 80 yards and a score. Tony Collins, I believe, had most of the yards in that drive. 49ers were playing the stack run. Tony Franklin makes it a 10-point game. At the end of 3, San Francisco 31, the Patriots 21. So San Francisco, 14 points in the quarter. Montana to Rice after a 14-play, 89-yard drive. And that's right, Dave did predict 31-21 San Francisco to make it 24-14. Roger Craig, following the second Eason interception, made it 31-14. Then Tony Eason and Tony Collins single-handedly drove them 4 plays and 80 yards to make it 31-21. 15 minutes left at the Rose Bowl. San Francisco 31, New England 21. So a gulp of Gatorade for me. And you're seeing how San Francisco's doing it. They're controlling the football on the ground. Net yards 285 to 231. And Tony Eason is ready. Let's see what the Patriots do. Crawford to return it. We'll see if the Patriots offside. That's the computer's call, not mine. And from 1 yard deep, Crawford will return. Franklin to the 10. And he's hit by Nelson at the 10. A gain of 11. And so the Patriot defense, can they smell some blood? 10 points is not out of the realm of possibility. Wendell Tyler out. Roger Craig is in. Craig and Cribbs to start this drive. San Francisco trying to hold on for their 3rd championship in their 2nd in 3 years. Medium slant to Jerry Rice on 1st down. Montana throws. Rice is open. 1st and 10. A gain of 13. And time for a Bartles and James commercial. I forgot what their tagline was. So 1st and 10 for San Francisco. Jerry Rice, 5 catches for 66 yards and 2 scores. Joe Cribbs, trap right. Hand off from Montana. Works to the near side. Raymond Claiborne makes the tackle at the 29. A gain of 6. Roger Craig, trap left. Far side. Tries to pick his way for a 1st down. Instead, it's a gain of 3. And 3rd and 1 for San Francisco. On their own 32. 13:20, clock running, 4th quarter. And if you got a fingernail left, you might want to hold on to it. Montana gonna run a bootleg. He scrambles around and he will not get it. But there's a flag down.
Holding offense.
And it's on San Francisco.
Penalty.
So Montana tried to do a little trick. He got back to the line, but he couldn't get any yards. So Keith Farnhorst with a bad block, and Andre Tippett, you're not going to go for it on your own 32 on 4th and 1. So for the first time today, Max Runniger will come out and punt. And Irving Fryer, and if you look on the screen, you'll notice there is a 1 TD there. So Fryer can make this a 3-point game in an awful big hurry. Runniger into the wind, punting deep. Fryer from his 25 will call for a fair catch. So much for that being fortuitous. And the Patriots take over. 1st and 10 on their own 24. 12:35 to go in the championship game. It's San Francisco 31, New England 21. James sweeps right, far side, and he's hit at the 24. San Francisco sent the kitchen sink, and James got nothing doing. Darrell Haley the right tackle could not make anything with it happen, and it's 2nd and 10. And we said earlier, if the Patriots can average around 4 yards a carry, they're in good shape. Tonight, they've averaged 2.6. San Francisco has averaged 4.7. Fryer, medium slant, 2nd down. Eason to throw. Fryer has it, 1st down. Don Griffin with the tackle. It's a gain of 14, 1st and 10 from the Patriot 38. The wind is behind the Patriots here in the 4th quarter, and Tony Franklin is a good kicker. So again, 3 goes a long way here. Tony Collins, trap left, handoff, near side. He is hit by McCall for a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. 11 to go. Clock running. Eason taking his time, doesn't need to panic. To paint my own logo on the field? Shh, shh, shh. I won't say anything if you won't. 2nd down. Short cross. Oops, I was going to go to the tight end. Irving Fryer. Eason throws. Quick. Fryer is going to reach over and gets the 1st down. A gain of 10. So 4 catches for Fryer for 56 yards. And the Patriots have it on their own 49. Eason. Sweeping to the right. Going to call his own number near sideline. And he got a long gain. He got 10 yards. Paul Fairchild with a block. 2nd down and short. Jeff Fuller. I went to high school with a kid by the name of Jeff Fuller. It wasn't him. Makes his first tackle as a nickelback. And the Patriots will stop the clock with 9.5 to go, and the ball on the San Francisco 41. 2nd and short. Morgan, medium out. Eason, near side. Morgan has it. 1st down. Ronnie Lott is hurt. He'll be back. Grabbing his fingers. I believe he got jammed. So 1st and 10. Holmo is the safety. So 1st and 10 from the San Francisco 23. The clock has stopped with 9:23 to go. The Patriots are going all out right now. Medium cross to Stanley Morgan. Eason under center. Morgan has it. 1st down after a gain of 10. Or 13 rather. So 1st and goal for the Patriots with 9:15 to go. So they're going to try something to the tight end here, as Holmo is on batting. Short cross to the tight end from the 10. Eason incomplete, and Ronnie Lott is back in the ball game. 8:37 to play. Collins. Fullback dive. San Francisco showing a nickel blitz. Eason says, I'm not changing it. And Collins is hit up to 7, and that's a gain of 3. Eason, 8.5 to go. They're going to try Fryer on a medium cross to make this a 3-point game. Eason under center, waits, throws, Fryer, touchdown, New England! Irving Fryer, 5 catches, 63 yards, and it's a 4-point game. 10 plays, 76 yards, and the Patriots have come almost all the way back. Here it is again, Fryer at the 2, and Fryer scores. And so Bill Walsh looks at Joe Montana and he simply says, Joe, put this game away. Extra point from Franklin. That's good. And with 7:45 in regulation, it's San Francisco 31, New England 28. And I don't think Dave Gardner cares whether his prediction is good right now or not. Crawford, back deep. And it's an upman at the goal line. He gets it to the 15. That's Monroe. And Roland James makes the tackle at the 16. 7:40 to go. Craig and Cribbs. San Francisco's going to chomp. They're going to do some Pac-Man here, the clock. 1st and 10. Trap left for Cribbs. He cuts across the 20, and Nelson makes a tackle at the 24, a gain of 8. And so San Francisco got exactly what they wanted, 8 yards on 1st and 10, without having to throw the football and stopping the clock. So Tony Eason, after 2 bad interceptions, has climbed the Patriots back in the football game. Craig. Trap right. Handoff from Montana. It's going to be close. And they give him the first down. Raymond Claiborne has made his 8th tackle. Craig 14 carries, 47 yards. 1st and 10. Clock running, 6:48. Montana. Flat pass to Craig, near sideline, and that's incomplete. So 6:12 to go. Ooh! Esposito with a 5. Oh! Capitalist pig Phil Esposito starts Game 7 for Canada with a 5-minute major. That aggression is not to be stood. Hail Soviets. So 2nd and 10 after that. 6:12 to go. Craig off tackle left from the 26, and Nelson stands him up for no gain. So 3rd and 10, and now Montana's going to have to throw it again. 6:06, clock running. Medium slant. Jerry Rice, Montana, scrambles, throws, incomplete! And the Patriots will get it back with 5.5 to go. What a 4th quarter. Montana slaps his hands on the ground. Yeah, a little too conservative. Tried to eat some clock. They had run the ball so well, 35 times for 161 yards. Montana's not played a great game. He is 12 for 22 for 156. So Runniger will punt for the 2nd time. Fryer, 35-40. He is hit by Ellison for a 6-yard return. So the Patriots have 5:24. The 49er defense, Ronnie Lott is back in the ballgame, trying to hold on. Can Tony Eason win a Super Bowl for New England? The net yardage, 317 for San Francisco and 307 for New England. James, 1st and 10. Sweeps to the right. Gets a block over the 40. He's in the secondary, and McKyer knocks him out at midfield. So a gain of 11 on 1st down. And with 5:14, you could chew on those nails. The Patriots are driving to take the lead. So from the 50-yard line, 5:14 to go. Eason. Collins in the flat, far side. Eason throws. Collins has it. 45-40, 35-30, 10, touchdown New England! Tony Collins has run for 50 yards. And Tony Eason has thrown for 302. We woke up Lorenzo with that. The Patriots have gone ahead with 5 minutes to go. What a play! Tony Eason has made 4 catches for 130 yards. Here it is again. It was just a dumper, and the 49ers had doubled Stanley Morgan. They played a 3-4 basic, and Tony Collins just shredded San Francisco. And Tony Franklin's extra point makes it 35-31. So 5 minutes to go, and Joe Montana needs a touchdown. Wow. Crawford, back deep. Monroe, I wasn't trying to score there. But yep, you're giving Joe Montana 5 minutes to do something. They need 6. Franklin to the goal line. Crawford is hit at the 10 by Reynolds. It's a 9-yard gain. And so they need 90 yards. They have 4:54. And the Patriots have pulled ahead. They have 14 points in the fourth quarter. Eason to Fryer with 7:45 to go. And on the second play of the drive, Eason hit Collins. Tony Collins has run for 27 yards and made 4 catches and 2 scores for 130. Craig in the flat. Nickel blitz for New England. Near side, Montana finds him. Craig to the 10, 15. McGrew, gain of 8, and will be 2nd and 2. Montana doing his impression of a cucumber coming out of the fridge. Buckeye Todd says, wait, let me bring in the Browns defense from the mid-80s. 90 yards will be no problem. 2nd and 2 for Montana. Francis. Short cross. Montana to the air again. He finds Francis. First down. Gain of 8. 4:06. Montana, they have all 3 timeouts. No reason to hurry at all. From the San Francisco 26. He looks to Clark. Clark, what do you want? Dwight says a medium out. Montana, under center, waits, throws, near sideline. Clark has it, and he's hit by Lepet at the 46, a gain of 20. 3:21 to go. So Montana, on this drive of drives, is 3 for 3 for 36 yards. New England 35, San Francisco 31. And so the 2 keys for San Francisco on this drive, A, score a touchdown, and B, leave the Patriots as little time as possible to respond. But the Patriots, if San Francisco does score a touchdown, would only need a field goal for overtime. 1st and 10 from the 46. Craig on a screen. Uh-oh, Montana gonna throw it. It's intercepted. Don Blackman tipped it, and Williams intercepted it. How in the world do you get intercepted on a screen pass? And so Tony Eason with 3:10 to go at the San Francisco 44 and a 4-point lead. They were just trying to do some ball control. It's how the Patriots scored. Craig with good legs. That's a tip and an interception. The fix is in. Are you kidding? San Francisco, I thought, was the better team. The Patriots are going to cover. There's still 3:10 to go. James. Fullback dive. Hand off from Eason. Across the 40. Ronnie Lott brings him down after a gain of 6. 3:03. The clock running. San Francisco has all 3 timeouts left and the 2-minute warning. And in New England, oh my goodness, could they really? They clobbered Seattle in the conference championship game, beat Kansas City in the divisional game, 16-13, I think it was, or 16-12. Well, tonight they put 35 up on San Francisco. Tony Collins. Off tackle right. Handoff from Eason. Collins is stood up by McCall. 3rd and 3. 2:21 to go. And the Patriots will let it run to the 2-minute warning. So now they need to figure out how to get 3 yards. Eason looks to the sidelines. Montana and Walsh in deep thought. If they can't get it, what do you call here? Do you throw a pass? Or do you run it and force San Francisco to call the timeout? They are not in Franklin field goal range. It would be 54, and I think that's just a little too far for Tony. So what are we doing, gang? We're going to run or we're going to throw? Lorenzo says throw an interception. Yeah, that's an First down does not win the game because San Francisco can still stop it 3 times. But it makes it that much harder. They go to a 2 tight end set. Tutupu is in with Collins. Hawthorne with Batty. The best chance is a trap left, and that's what they're going to do right here. Eason hands it off and nothing doing. They got 2, they needed 3. And San Francisco calls the timeout with 1:55. And they're going to punt. They are not going to try to make it a touchdown game. Told you to throw. No, sure you did. So it's going to be a pooch from Camarillo. They desperately would love to pin San Francisco inside their 5. Camarillo pooches it. And it rolls in the end zone for a touchback. All right, Joe Montana. You got 1:49. You got 2 timeouts. No, I wasn't going to go for it. The plan was to try to pin them as deep as you can. No, wasn't going there. Wasn't going to give San Francisco the ball. I mean, this team can't run. There's still lots of time. So here we go. Montana. 3 wide receivers. Wilson up with Rice. Out of the gun. Craig in the backfield. Medium slant to Jerry Rice. Montana to throw it. And Rice has it at the 37. So 1st and 10 from the San Francisco. Yep, you're trying to. It was a pooch punt that didn't work. Patriots were trying to pin them inside the 5, and it failed. They go hurry up from the 37. Patriots defense needs something, they need it right now. Medium fly to Wilson. Montana's going to roll around. He finds Russ Francis. And that's a gain of 6. 125, 2nd and 4. From the 43, 35, 31. They're going to hold on to that. Timeout. Medium slant. Dwight Clark. Montana rolls, throws, and it's incomplete. Ronnie Lepet tipped it away. 3rd and 4. With a minute to go. The clock is stopped at the San Francisco 43. 60 seconds to go. Medium fly to Jerry Rice. That's the call. Montana moves around, throws, intercepted by Fred Marion. 40, 30. The Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl. Fred Marion. It was tipped by Raymond Claiborne. And Marion returns it to the 27-yard line. The Patriots defense stood and delivered. Here it is again. And Fred Marion is just rolling around on the ground. Tony Eason is going to atone for what happened in New Orleans a year ago. He takes the victory formation. San Francisco calls time. Fred Marion is the happiest man in Pasadena. And the Digital Dice MVP of the championship game is going to be Tony Collins. 4 catches, 130 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Eason takes another knee. And San Francisco, with 47 seconds left, takes their last timeout. Eason getting some hugs. Raymond Berry crossing his fingers. Here's the kneel. Carter makes the stop with 45 seconds. The clock is running. So the Patriots have got to snap it one more time. Do you kick the field goal here? What do you do? There would be about 6 seconds left when the ball is snapped. You know what I'm going to do? Sure, kick it and rub it in. Tony Franklin is coming in. Ramsey to hold. Brock to snap it. Tony Franklin. It is up. It is good. And there is 1 second left. So, what are the odds of Crawford returning this for a game-tying touchdown at the gun? New England, 38. San Francisco, 31. The kick is a squib taken at the 15. It does not matter. The New England Patriots are your champions for 1986. Walsh shakes the hand of Raymond Berry. He is carried off on the shoulders of his team. The New England Patriots, almost a generation early, have won the championship. They have won the championship in 1986 by the score of 38-31. The Patriots score the last 17 points of this game, including actually they scored the last 20 points of the game. Eason to Collins to end the third quarter. Eason to Fryer with 7:45. They went ahead. That massive play to Tony Collins for the second score with 5 minutes to go, and Franklin at the gun, essentially, 46 yards to salt it away. San Francisco did everything in their power and fell short. They led 31-21 after 3, and they lose 38-31. Collins, 9 carries, 30 yards. Tony Eason, 17-26 for 302. And the Patriots intercepted Joe Montana 3 times. Raymond Claiborne, 9 tackles. Fred Marion, Larry McGrew, and Williams with the interceptions. They do not sack. There was not a sack in the game, as a matter of fact. Folks, I just play the game. I don't know who's going to win and who's going to lose. And I would have expected San Francisco to be a 10-point favorite coming in. And so, no, I mean, Montana will get his 4 Super Bowls. They'll go through and beat Cincinnati, and they'll go through and beat Denver. But this one's going to sting. This one's going to sting a lot. And for Raymond Barry and for Tony Eason, this change would have changed everything, how they were thought of in New England. The New England Patriots bounced back from a pacing of beyond belief the year before. They win both of their home playoff games. And then they go through and win the championship. What a football game this was. And so when the Patriots needed that moment, they got it. And so that's it for our football replay for 2019. We went 9 weeks into 2020. And so we'll do football throughout the summer. And in the fall, we're going to do a single team replay that I haven't decided what to do yet. But hopefully it'll be something that you will enjoy once a week, usually Tuesdays at noon or Thursdays at noon or whatever. So the NFL season replay will return in the fall, but a single team replay for next fall. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out for the last hour and 48 or for whatever. And so, yep, you survived the computer change, Dallas morphing into Atlanta, and then back to Dallas and whatever. But regardless of which, at least in our little corner of the world, the New England Patriots are the champions of 1986. How about that? They beat Joe Montana and the San Francisco 49ers 38-31. We'll do a baseball game for you tomorrow. Not sure what time yet. Look at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, or 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night on Twitch and on YouTube. I'm sure I'll hear about it. Have yourself a great night, everybody.